Coming to you live!
All right, guys, we're back here at the hangar, DRAWDY RC. As you see in front of me, we have two beautiful free wing 64 millimeter jets, EDFs. As y'all seen in the videos in the past, y'all know I have one EDF, which is the Arrows F-18. I love that airplane. I fly that airplane all the time, and I'm gonna fly it a bunch more. So be prepared for that. And it's one of those planes that gets my mind right when I'm flying. I tell you all that all the time. Just like Dad's Carbon Cub, it just gets his mind right when we're flying before we start flying the bigger planes and the more, I guess you could say, the more expensive planes.
Exactly.
Before we do that. So anyway, y'all seen some of the shorts of these two airplanes right here. Y'all, if you follow me on Instagram or DRAWDY RC on Instagram, y'all seen a bunch of pictures of when they were apart and us putting them together and so on and so on. Like I said all along, if you're not following us on Instagram, make sure you go do so at DRAWDY RC. Here on YouTube, we do have a community link or a community tab. When you pull up our site, you can go in there and see a bunch of the pictures there as well. But anyway, but for the purpose of today's video is, me and RD wanted to show y'all the two airplanes that we have. And I know y'all probably seen 1,000 of these videos about the F-18 and about the F-22 Raptor, but we wanted to show y'all what we done and the little personal stuff that we done to these airplanes, and they are ready to go.
And so, not only that, demonstrate, those things are bigger than I thought they were.
Yeah, it's on the F-86. So the F-86, I was really surprised at how big it was, being a 64 millimeter. And then when we took these out of the boxes from Freewing, me and RD both, he already got his first, and then I got mine, and we unboxed them together one night. Y'all seen the unboxing of these planes? And me and him both were really, really surprised at how big these planes actually are. And I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna eventually get, Dad's got the big 90 millimeter F-18, and eventually I want to get the big 90 millimeter F-22, but right now they're out of stock. So I need motion to get some more of those in so I can get one. But really shocked at how big these airplanes are, and they're beautiful airplanes too. So, but we've personalized them a little bit. RD's personalized his. I've done mine a little bit, and both these airplanes are ready to go. So with that being said, we're running the Radiomaster TX-16S. Both these airplanes are running the Radiomaster R88s.
Correct.
Receiver, and we're also running the Arrows Vector stabilization system in them. Gyros. That's what we're running in these. That's what's in the F-86, and y'all see how great that thing flies. So we're hoping that does the same with these.
Guys, I was talking to a man at a hobby shop today. You all know we were big on the Admiral 600 receivers. We really liked them. In fact, most of our airplanes have them.
Yep.
But I was talking with a man today that has a hobby shop, and he says we won't get no more of them because they quit making them. So we, in turn, decided to go with the R88 Radiomaster and the Vector, which comes in the
Arrows, most of the Arrows.
The Arrows Vector.
The F-86.
Yeah, that comes in the F-86. That plane flies great.
And the Prodigy.
And the Prodigy.
Yeah.
And these airplanes now are equipped the same way, and as far as I can tell, they're doing great. I mean, the way the things want to correct and all that kind of stuff. So I'm pleased with the way it is, and we have never, ever had a failure of a Radiomaster receiver. Now those receivers are dirt cheap. Dirt cheap.
Yeah, compared
to everybody else. They don't have gyros in them. They're just straight radios. But you can buy them things all day long under $20 a piece, and they're great receivers. And they're multi-channel. I mean, you can, 7, 8, 9, 10 channels on the thing. So great receivers, and that's what we got into these. And the reason we kind of moved away from the Admiral 600 that y'all been hearing us rave about but they don't make them no more. So
Yeah.
there we are with that. Go ahead, Katie.
But you know, and already brings up a good point. We're having to venture out a little bit on these new R88s from Radio Master, and we've got them. I think we got them situated pretty good on both these airplanes. This is the first two airplanes that we have that have that combination of the R88 Radio Master and the Vector arrows. So,
but that combination is in your arrows F-86.
Yeah, the F-86. Yeah, the F-86. That's exactly what we have. But that's the R68 or 168.
168.
Yeah. So
they don't make those anymore.
Yeah, they don't make those anymore. So it's the same thing, but just a different receiver. And I think the receiver is going to be about the same way. And from what we've tested out so far, that receiver and these two jets here are working the same way as the F-86. So with that being said, guys, you know, y'all seen the these are both free wing 64mm jets, EDFs. Dad has a big 90mm F-18 that y'all seen the videos on. This is a 64, and you know, look, holding it up, y'all, it's a pretty good size. It's a pretty good size jet. Dad's added, you know, the stars down the back here, a little bit of painting here and there, but for the most part, we got our logos inside with the Georgia, because we're from Georgia. We got the Georgia emblems on the inside. Done a little bit of painting here and there. We cleared it up with the polyacrylic clear on it, and then inside, Artie's got everything tucked away real nice on the inside with the receiver and the gyro. This does take a 22 or 2600 3S that it'll fly with. Beautiful airplane. Artie's done a great job with it.
I think that airplane will fly a 3 or a 4 cell.
I think it is 3 and 4, yeah. But I think we're gonna run the 26s in it.
Yeah.
That's what we decided.
We're not after speed.
No.
We're after survival.
We're after bringing that bad one home in one piece. And also, you know, I've had a couple. I say a couple. I've had one guy or one person on YouTube here that said, "Man, it's like, you know, watching you fly F-86 is like watching a car on a racetrack just in circles." Well, for one, I'm trying to fly the airplanes at scale. Me and RD's all about scale flying. We're not about loops and turns and all this. Yeah, we're not boring holes in the atmosphere. We're just flying these airplanes so everybody can see how easy they are or how hard they are, the mistakes we make, and all that good stuff that comes with RC flying.
And we have discussed this before. We're flying in that so-called racetrack mode for one reason. That's for you guys to see. I can't tell anything about an airplane, but the guy flies it out of sight out there on a GoPro camera. I don't know what it's doing. So we're keeping the airplane in close so you can actually see the airplane.
And how many guys are really out there flying their airplanes upside down, corkscrewing them?
Yeah.
You know, we're how many times have we said it, guys? We're novice. We've been in this thing year and a half, pushing 2 years now. And we're still trying to learn a lot of things about this hobby. We're just now getting into EDFs. And I'm sure we're going to get more EDFs as the time goes on. But we're wanting just to fly normal flights, normal takeoffs, normal landings to show the viewers out there what these things can do.
Quite honest with you,
skill level.
I can tell more about an airplane than I see somebody else flying for two things. And what's his name? Not Grandpa Gary, the other one. That guy flies. All he does is take off and land, take off and land, take off and land. And he's been criticized for it. But honestly, that's where you tell how an airplane is.
Look how good he can take off and look how good he can land.
And you can tell more about an airplane with those two things right there than to have the guy out there flying at 700, 800, 1,000 feet and you can't even see it. So that's the reason we do what we do.
Or flying at 900 miles an hour.
Yeah, we're flying it for you guys. Yeah. Now, if we want to go out there and fly the way we want to fly, that's what we do.
Right.
But for you guys, we're trying to keep the airplane enclosed so you can see what's happening with it.
Yep. So we got the F-18 Hornet, 64 millimeter, and then I've got the F-22 free wing as well. Love this airplane. I didn't do a whole lot of painting to it. I did a little bit on the back end right here. I touched up a little bit on the top of it, but for the most part, all I did was put it together
And clear it.
added our logos to it, and I cleared it. And I think she looks pretty good. So same setup with the Radio Master R88 and Vector, Arrows Vector in there as well. So both these planes are set up the exact same way. I think they're pretty much set up the same way in our radios.
They're absolutely the same.
And me and RD both are really excited about both these planes and putting them in the air. But
And if we ever get any weather,
yeah, guys, look, I don't know where you're at watching this video, but we're in South Georgia. We're about 30 miles north of the Florida line, and our weather down here has been just absolutely crazy. Between the winds, the rain, we're getting these crazy storms coming off the Gulf of Mexico, and we just ain't been able to fly. So we're trying to do some videos, you know, like tonight, talking about these planes right here. It's a Friday night. Me and Artie like to do videos on the weekends and try to bring y'all some information that we gather through the week. But and maybe we can fly this weekend. We got decent weather this weekend, so we might be able to get something up. But for tonight's video, I just wanted to let y'all know where we at with these two planes, what y'all, you know, what we think about them so far. We haven't flown them, but I think they're gonna fly great. I'm looking forward to it. So I hope you guys like them. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank y'all so much for watching. This is the setup we got. They look phenomenal. Freewing has some great looking airplanes from the 64s to the 70s to the 80s to the 90s.
and they're not that expensive.
And they're not that expensive. Both these planes right here were less than $200.
Yeah.
And something else I want to point out about Motion RC. I don't know if they were doing that just that particular time period, but I bought both these planes on motionrc.com, and there was no shipping and no taxes. What you saw on the website is exactly what you paid at checkout. I think that one was $179, and I think this one was $175, I think. But that's what I paid. There was no taxes, no shipping, no handling, nothing. And we got both airplanes within a week.
Yeah.
Can't complain. Hats off to Motion RC.
Motion's good about putting it in the right way.
Yeah, and Free Wing has some beautiful airplanes. So go to Motion RC, look at the Free Wing EDFs, and get you a couple of them. And both these airplanes are absolutely beautiful. So we're excited about them. That's all I got.
That's all I got.
Thank y'all so much. Hey, me and Artie got some new hats.
Oh yeah.
The DRAWDY RC hats. We got some red ones.
And a new banner.
We got the banner behind us. I just got these hats and the banner done today. Just got them back today. Really cool. So follow us here on YouTube and on Instagram at DRAWDY RC. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Thank y'all for the support. The support has been just crazy here on YouTube and on Instagram, and I can't thank y'all enough. Me and Artie are going to do all we can to bring as much content as we can to you guys, and the trials and tribulations of RC flying. Y'all seen the other day when I crashed the, I know y'all seen it by now, the Texan, the Dynamo Texan. She's fixed back up. I'm waiting on one part, but she's fixed back up, looking great. And I will fly her, so y'all stay tuned for that. We'll get it in there. But other than that, guys, thank y'all so much. I don't have anything.
I don't either. I'm good.
Thank y'all. We'll see y'all guys on the next video. Thank y'all.
God bless you.